This kitchen in Istanbul serves one of the oldest dessert shops in the world. And recipes for Turkish delight have been handed down for 162 years. At Hafiz Mustafa, these treats are made fresh every day because they're so delicate, even a slight shift in temperature can alter their texture. For decades, Hafiz Mustafa sold sweets only in Turkey. But today, it is one of the largest producers of handmade Turkish delights in the world, with 24 branches, including in London and Dubai. So what does it take to make and keep this traditional dessert fresh on a massive scale? And how is this famous house of sweets turning legacy into a launchpad? MasterChef Hüseyin Baral starts each morning at 7 a.m.
Ben buraya saatim dolsun diye gelmiyorum. Buraya geldiğim zaman ilk bir mesleğime başlamışçasına çırak gibi hemen koşarım.
Workers begin by mixing cornstarch, sugar, and water. Once it reaches this consistency, they slowly add in a natural foaming agent to plump up the candy's volume. They beat this mixture at intervals, keeping it frothy while it boils for nearly 2 hours.
Kazanda kaynatırken ısı dengesini vermek, onu dengelemek, o elastiği yeterli bir kıvama getiremezse o lokumun nasıl olduğunu, niye böyle olduğunu eleştirirsiniz.
This variety is called Afyon Turkish delight, after the region it originates from. Then workers start preparing 3 other popular flavors. This one is pomegranate pistachio. They mix a concentrate of the local fruit made in-house along with nuts. For the next flavor, workers pour in about 40 kilograms of hazelnuts and an orange extract that makes the kitchen smell like citrus. The last kind is loaded with coconut, kiwi, and double-roasted pistachios, giving it a rich green color. Turkey is famous for its high-quality nuts, but with the country's inflation rate above 30%, sourcing these ingredients can be a challenge. Blenders attached to the kettle keep the batter flowing. But workers also use traditional tools like this paddle to stir the pots every few minutes so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. Soon after they add the fruits and nuts, they turn off the heat. And the mixture is carefully transferred onto wooden trays layered with cornstarch. It's weighed and left to cool, usually for about half an hour. Next, workers coat the top with cornstarch before flipping it over and rolling it out. They have to be careful during this step.
Ürünün içerisine nişastayı kaçırırlarsa ürünün hiçbir lezzeti ve kıvamı kalmaz.
These long hand rolls are what Hüseyin calls fiddle. Workers set the logs aside for 12 to 24 hours at room temperature. Finally, the dessert is carefully cut by hand. Hüseyin himself learned this craft from a master chef when he was just 11. Now, he's considered an usta or a master as well.
Şeflik bir sorumluluk ister. Sorumluluk da her bir ürünü de ayrı bir sevgi, mutluluğunu aşılaması gerekiyor.
That's why Hüseyin carefully supervises every part of the process.
Kavurma esnasında tutun, tüketim esnası, yuvarlama esnasına ta ki müşterilerimizin gidinceye kadar şahsım başta olmak üzere hepsini kendim bizzat takip etmekle mükellefim. Yorucu mu? Yorucu. Ama severek yaptığım bir iş hiçbir zaman zor değildir.
Some of these trays are sent to stores where the dessert is freshly cut for customers. But much of it is divided into cubes by machines. The company could rely entirely on machines if it wanted to. But those at Hafiz Mustafa believe that would compromise the quality of the dessert. In these containers, it can last up to 3 months if properly stored. But if it's left in the fridge, it could harden. And at warm temperatures, it could become sticky. The real test comes when the box is opened at home.
Lokum yendiği zaman şöyle bir ağzımızda şöyle hafiften böyle bir yoğurmak lazım, çiğnemek lazım. Her bir ürünümden birer tane aradan 15'er dakika yiyin.
This is my 12 Turkish delight today.
For Hussein, the greatest satisfaction comes from observing the customers. That
Gerçekten
means saying no, even when demand says yes. When Hafiz Mustafa opened a store in Dubai in 2019, its first outside Turkey, the production facility was ready, but the flavor wasn't quite right. It took 25 days to replicate the authentic Turkish taste. Freezing and shipping the desserts to its stores abroad would be easier, but that would diminish their taste, even if only slightly. So every Hafiz Mustafa has its own production facility, even in London, where it launched a store in 2024.
Her yerde aynısı olacak. Aynısı olmazsa biz kabul etmiyoruz onu. Bu başarısızlıktır.
Over the years, the company has won many food
Kazanmış.
awards, but it's
1900
not resting on its laurels. Research and development have become central to balancing classic recipes with modern tastes. Now the company is planning to scale up its production capacity too. Workers start by rolling the dough by hand until it's so thin that it's nearly transparent. Some types of baklava are layered flat, while others are twisted or rolled into a spiral. They're filled with different kinds of nuts.
Özel şöbetimiz bizim için çok bir favoridir her zaman.
Once out of the oven, the trays are left to sit for at least 2 hours and are later topped with a syrup that's heavy on ghee. Then they're sent to the store. Hafiz Mustafa attracts nearly 7 million customers a year across its branches. In Istanbul, 40% of them are locals and 60% are tourists. The tin containers featuring the founder's image even serve as a memento for some customers. Despite the brand's success, it has no plans to franchise.
Çalışırız.
But
Yani biz
even as this 162-year-old company draws inspiration from its past, its sights are set on the future. To
Dubai'ye
keep its traditional recipes alive, Hafiz Mustafa plans on training the next generation. So the company is opening the first vocational high school for baklava making in Turkey.
gitsin. Yani her zaman amacımız da. Amerika'da, New York'ta gezerken bir yere iş başvurusu yaptığı zaman nerede çalıştın? Ben Hafiz Mustafa'nın baklavacılık okulundan mezunum, 160'lık firmanın baklava okulundan mezunum dediği zaman onu hemen alırlar.
Carrying on that legacy is also important to Hussein, who hopes to pass this craft on to future generations.